Oh, sorry. Clip that on your, on my belt. Yeah, that clip on your belt and this clip anywhere with your shirt. Your little set to go. There you go. Oh, thank you. Just anywhere on my, yeah. All right. Yes. Can anybody hear me? Testing, test.
It's done all over again.
I'm gonna do starting from scratch everything I've done. No, so first, the blessings for Shabbat. We're gonna do the candle lighting now. Unfortunately, my wife and daughter at the very last minute were not able to make it tonight, so I would like to call upon Elder Levine and her son, Sarah? Grandson, Sarah.
I'll light the candle. Ready?
Well, you got it?
See if I can get these lit this time.
Yeah, let me know if you need me to.
All right, ready?
She made it look easy. Melech haolam asher kidshanu tzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hails us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. And now we are going to do the Lachadodi, which is on page, I believe it's 138 in your prayer books. And not going to bring in the guitar for this one. And I know there's a gazillion melodies, so hopefully enough of you all know this one. Lechadodi lihikwat kala nation abba dekachabela Lechadodi lihikwat kala Lechadodi lihikwat kala Lechadodi Lechadodi Kala Penesha Kala Lechadodi Likwat Kala Penesha Babne Kala Shamo Visa Bidi Burechad Hishmiyanu Yubayram Yuchad Adonai Chadu Shemo Chad Shem Dal Tiferet B'Litila Lecha Dodi Lecha Kala Penisha Kabela Lechadodi Likwat Kala Penisha Babne Kabela Likwat Shabbat Lihuvnecha Ki Mikor Bira Mewosh mi kedem Lazucha Sof Maase B'Mashavat Kichila Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi Lekwat Kala Penesha Kala Lechadodi Likwat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela. All right, two more. Ito ori, ki va'orechu mi ori, uri, uri, shir da'ri, kil Alach nigla lecha dodi lecha kratkala enesha kala lecha dodi kratkala B'nei Shabbat nekabela. One more. Boi v'shalom b'teret bala. B'gam si simcha u'v'zola. Tochen am segula. Boicha Wichala Lecha Dodi Dodi Lecha Kratkala Benesha Kabela Lecha Dodi Kratkala B'nei Shabbat nekala. Yasha Koach. You all sound good. Yeah, it's the acoustics. No, you all had something to do with that too. And so now we are going to continue on to the Reader's Kaddish on page 144. So keep those pipes warm. There's going to be some more singing on this one. And did they rise on this one? No. Okay. All right. I thought I'd forgot. Okay, good. So my notes are okay. All right. So did I say that out loud? All right. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei Rabba V'yomad divrach u'te v'yamlich malchutei V'chayechon yom echon Uv'dechai b'kol beit Yisrael V'agala Uvizma kariv V'hine Amen Yesh me Rabba Bevorach Le'alam u'lam me'ba Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpar V'yitroman V'yitnaseh V'yitada V'yitale V'yitala Shemede Kudesha Brichu Leila Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da Miriran Be'alma V'imeru Amen. And then in the English, exalted and hallowed be God's great name in the world which God created according to plan. May God's majesty be revealed in the days of our lifetime and the life of all Israel, speedily, imminently, to which we say, Amen. Blessed be God's great name to all eternity. Blessed, praised, honored, exalted, extolled, glorified, adored, and lauded be the name of the Holy Blessed One, beyond all earthly words and songs of blessing, praise, and comfort, to which we say, Amen. And continuing with the Ma'aviv Avim on the next page, still saying seated, I believe. Do we rise for this one? Right. Where did it go? Excuse me. Please rise for the Baruch Hu. That's what. Baruch Hu et Adonai Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Yotein Hat. Amen.
That's the blessing on our source. Oh,
Metaphorically taking the Torah. What's that? They heard us. Good. I like it. I like it. Praise Adonai, to whom all praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. Yes. Amen. And you may be seated. Now we're going to do the Ma'ariv Aravim, which is on page 148. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, u'bidvona mishaneh itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'misader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom, u'mevi layla, u'mavdil ben yom u'ven layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch, aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. And then in English, feel free to join. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the hours and choruses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. All right, and turn to page 150, next for the Revelation prayer. And just going to do this one in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws, and we will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now, please rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam va. And now we go into the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Adohi mitzavecha hayom alavavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'lektecha b'derech u'shakbacha v'kumecha u'chtartam yod al yadecha u'derechotayim l'totafot beinenecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'vihisharecha Eman tizkaru v'isitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kadoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem eretz Mitzrayim להיות לכם לאלוהים אני Adonai Elohechem. All right, please be seated. So, as many versions as there are of Lecha Dodi, I know probably twice as many of Mi Chamocha, and this is one of my favorite ones. So, again, hopefully you all know it. I think I've played it here once before, so at least once. Mi Chamocha ba'im Adonai, Mi Chamocha medava kodesh. Mi Chamocha ba'im Adonai, Mi Chamocha medava kodesh. Noah Lord, also Noah Lord, also you Malchut בוקר היום לפני הפשן, זכר זיו ויעבור, יעני ולמבר. מי כמוך בנים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, מי כמוך בנים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש. נורא תהילות חוסר, נורא תהילות חוסר. And now let's turn to page 162 for Vishamru. Vishamru v'Yisrael et HaShabbat asot et HaShabbat לדורות הבאים עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורות הבאים עולם. ונראו בני ישראל אותי לבא, אותי לעולם. ושבנו בני ישראל ארץ השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הבאים עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושבנו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הבאים עולם. ומשבי שבי נפש, שבי נפש, שבי נפש, ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הבאים עולם. All right, now we've come to the central portion of our prayer, the tefillah. So could everyone please rise and turn to page 164. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. It Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu Mimotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Chanora, Eloheinu גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם בעיני, מבעליך הכל, מתימנו רב להושיע, מוריד הדם. מחיי חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומצהיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני מי כמוך בגבורות ומדבר מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ולמען אתה לחייהם תדחו. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמחה קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהלוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. And yes, you may be seated. And now I invite you all to read either use the prayers on pages 172 to 180 for a silent meditation. You can either use those or just the words in your heart. So wherever the Spirit moves you. Yehiu liratson imlefi behegyon bi lefanecha Adonai Tsui Vadonai Tsui Begoha. All right. And now we've come to the moment where we will say a prayer for those in need of healing, whether physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. And so please turn to page 511, I believe. It's the one we usually use. Actually, wait, do we read the names first? Yes. Okay. So for this week, we Shemish Berach for Rosalind Cantu, Maya Cantu, Shelley Leone, Richard Blaylock, Nick Joliot, Erwin Marcus, Anita Ash, Ann Jackson, Clinton Parks, Jane Drabkin, Kelly Deschamps, Gail O'Neill, Susan Van Cott, Jim Pepe, Donna Crescenzo, Keith Yancey, David Taylor, Jean Carlton, Lori Greenbaum, Lizzie Johnson, Sarah Iorio, Debbie Rubenstein, Mark Palmer, Darla Isaacson, and Joshua Briggs. And as I send my hand around, feel free to add any other names of people you'd like to include?
Len and me.
I'm going to add Lynn's honor. All right. Mi shebelach avotenu mechol habracha nimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi shebelach imotenu mechol habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And now a prayer for those who are serving our country. And I believe that's on page 371, or maybe it's up here. Yes. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shegmalanu kol tov. And as the names of people from the military, is that up here as well? Right. Well, everyone in uniform, whether overseas or domestic, anyone serving, you're in our hearts. What's that? Josh Ehrlichman. And actually, if anybody else has any other names, feel free. But yes, to Josh Ehrlichman. Yes, overseas, particularly in Iran right now. Yeah, always in our hearts. Praying for us as swift a return as possible. Amen. And next is Shalom Rav, which can be found, we're backtracking a little bit back to page 178. Shalom Rav, Yisrael, Oti Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael, Tasim Leolam. Ki Atzah Yecho Hashem. Ki Atzah Yecho Hashem. Shalom Lechem, Yisrael, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Lechem, Yisrael, Tasim Leolam. בטוב בלך נברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב שלומך תשים לעולם. שלום רב שלומך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. עושה שלום, ברוך אתה אדוני, ברוך אתה אדוני, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. And so, this week's Torah portion, by Hanan, is essentially, it's about Moses pleading with God to let himself and the Jewish people basically into Israel. And I found this quite striking, actually. God, refuses and says, I forbid you from speaking of it anymore. And which is, it's interesting to think it just runs counter to a lot of, the sort of what I had heard growing up, for sure. And I don't know, I was considering opening it up as a discussion for people like that. I mean, it can, just at a general level, that can motivate people to try harder. And basically what I believe Moses takes from that is that, that the Israeli people, the Jewish people, become kind of complacent, basically, and that essentially they have to sort of straighten up, so to speak, and then essentially be allowed entry. And it's, I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to sort of take this, but it's, I don't know, that idea of gatekeeping. I mean, we see it, God's acting as essentially the gatekeeper on high here. And I see that in other facets of, other facets of my life. And, even now as a parent, I think it takes on new sort of ramifications and trying to set those boundaries of being the gatekeeper. Right? Any other parents, grandparents out there, I'm sure can relate, but it's just interesting. It in a way shows, I don't know if this is an accurate statement, but I mean, are we somehow doing showing our God-like qualities when we do that? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a stretch, but I'm curious what people's takes are on it, and even those online. Let's say, yeah. Well, that's right. And I was wondering, it seems to kind of blend or merge.
And those people that spot trees in the desert a lot, but they seem to deserve his anger, at least half of them.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. It really is. It really kind of, yeah.
The whole then you're created in God's image. That isn't necessarily just all the more positive. That's everything. Yeah.
Got to have, gives it, honestly, gives a little more depth to it. Yeah. Well, that's, yeah. And that's another thing. Yeah. Even, am I going to get smoked down for saying it, but is God even necessarily this perfectly perfect being all the time? Maybe he's reflecting humanity, like you said, but
With all that, it reminds me of, that, I think it was in, for a commentary, or it might have been, just by, a rabbi commentary, as far as people being, saying, hey, you still have to do, more work, you aren't ready to enter into Israel yet. It's that idea of, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to finish the work, but neither are you free to,
just on your laurels.
with that, I think you need to try.
Right.
Earnestly in order to receive this.
Yeah. And that, again, is very, metaphorical for life, I feel like.
The complacency is being
Exactly.
in everything.
And it is. In work, in country, yes.
People in communities, in your work, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be perfect, but can't just say good enough. You have to keep
Striving.
constantly. I think it's the thing that is the most insidious of all.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Free. And then anybody else, 'cause, yeah, I feel like I could talk about this subject matter all night because I feel like there's kind of a complacency epidemic or.
Very few of the people that left Egypt were still alive by the time they were at this point. They were all people who were born on the road or were too young to remember for the most part. And I don't see how they can understand what they left. And
They were so.
than the one they ran away from. And in many ways, a different mindset than the people who were there when Moses came down Sinai with the tablets. And I can't even imagine that you've spent your whole life on the move towards a goal, and then the leader of your God himself, herself, said, no, keep walking. Like,
You don't want this bad enough. Yeah.
We always tell the story so that the next generation does know what the generation before went through.
Right.
Whether it was about the Holocaust, whether it was about any experience, that's kind of our job, is to teach our next generation
Right.
what for that and keep that alive. So that's why we still tell the story about leaving Egypt all these many thousands.
Many years later. Mm-hmm. And I think you picked up on some of those, because I was thinking, how you were describing the people that were on the road versus those that actually lived through that. I see the parallel with intergenerationally. It's like, yeah,
And that's
at one point I think it was, you kids and this rock and roll music and just, I don't know, any sort of, right. But you still have to keep it.
that
Mhm.
generation, or now a number of generations.
Right.
Still know this.
It's true. So I don't know if that'd make me third generation, or my great grandparents, and your father, right? And it's a challenge, sort of, as I think about how to pass that down to my own daughter and make sure she really understands, and that it doesn't just become this ever. I think inevitably it might be this slightly diminishing thread, but just to not ever fully extinguish it, I think is the key. So, yes.
Yeah, it's about, walk, and God said, like you're not ready, that whole thing.
Keep walking. I think this is you say keep walking. I love it.
Reminds me of commentary that I saw a long time ago about the binding of Isaac and, God's command of, to basically sacrifice.
Right.
He never really speaks to Abraham after that, and how Abraham in the past had like fought with, when God was talking about, oh, well, I'm going to destroy, Sodom and Gomorrah, and I'm going to do that, and he fought it every time. But then when it came to his son, he went, yeah, okay, and just did it. And that it could potentially be that the lesson was to question and to,
And not just blindly obey.
understand the behind it, the intention behind it, and to push back when necessary.
And that's something that has a lot of relevance today too, in certain high places. But yeah.
And that, maybe it was something similar with that, hey, you can't go here yet. It's a,
Right.
Why?
Right. Like Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Good discussion, God. I always hate to curtail one. I hate to cut it off. But I think at some point they might kick us out of here. And so the next up is the Aleinu, and I believe we do actually open the ark right now. I don't know if it's, and would anyone, no, that's not really how it's done. Should I pick somebody? Let's see. Do you want to come up and help open the ark? No pressure. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. All right. All right. Oh, yes. Thank you. Sorry to. And I should have brought this along. Page 586 is the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach adon hakol, latet gedula liotze breshit, shehu notes shayim habavos. You'll see what it says. V'gol amanu mishpachot hamon. Sam Yuhaim Vigol Kehol Hamonam Vanachnu Kolim Uvistachavim Umodim Nifne Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'hema v'haya Adonai Ha'elecha kol ha'aretz Bayom ha'hu Yeh Adonai Echad U'shemo U'shemo Echad. All right, and shut the ark. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now we turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598, and then we turn our thoughts to those who've passed in recent, well, the year of mourning. And it's Calvin Glass, Alicia Glass, Cesar Lanegra, David Frost, Floretta Shernan, Sandy Sandillo, Linda Rosen, David Hornick, Karen Hastings, Betty Isaacson, and Liz Ferber Walter. George Young. And yeah, any other names, feel free to say them as I move my hand in your direction. And Shirley Young, presumably not related. All right, and please rise if you are able, or if it's your tradition to do it. Was that the, oh, thank you, yes. So yes, on this week, Yahrzeit is Joel Markowitz, Stan Platz, Stephen Jeffrey Sherman, Francis Thaler, Ava Haug, and Beatrice Slater. And, all right. Yitkada v'yitkadash shemei rabba, v'yalma divra v'yoteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, Hagala uvizman kariv v'imuru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach, yitztabach, yitpa'ar, yitramam, yitnaseh. Yitadar, yitale, yitalal, shmei dekudusha brechu. Rela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata, Tamiran v'alma, V'imuru Amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imuru Amen. Ose shalom v'mromav, Huya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imuru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to all on the land of Israel, peace and strength to those who passed, and peace and strength to those who are in mourning at the moment. Amen. And now I'd like to open it up for any announcements from, I can even give you my mic. Oh.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and Matt, thank you so much for tonight. We appreciate it. It sounded wonderful.
Thank you.
Next week is, well, Saturday morning is the first Shabbat of August, so there will be no service Friday night. Please enjoy a nice, peaceful home Shabbat. And then Saturday morning at 10:30, we will be having services. And then immediately following that, we are hosting the open house, open trails for Gan Teva. Kids are welcome, but a lot of the activities and information will be aimed at grown-ups. So if you know anybody who might have a 3 to 5-year-old looking for a home for the school year, please tell them about it and let them come. And we are, of course, all welcome to come as well. It's good to know that other half of Ner Shalom. It's been wonderful the last 5 years. I was amazed at yourself. Then on Sunday at 2 p.m., I believe, is the celebration of life for George Young. Please come and support his family. And I think that's all for immediately. Yep.
Thank you. Any other, anybody else? Oh, hey, Ethan might have some announcements. You have an announcement? All right. Back right up. Oh, wow. I cannot wait to see what this is.
Okay. I'm sure you are all aware, are we streaming during the Disney Plus? I'm sure you're all aware, Barbara has taken over the presidency.
Woo!
And
Yeah, sure.
like, the whole congregation is in wonderful, excellent hands. So as per tradition, here are some things for you to take into your office with you.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
He is Barbara.
Robert's rules.
Robert's rules and a glass clown.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you for paying.
What? Wow.
She's giving it back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's gonna go rep.
Yes.
Hopefully Ethan's still gonna be okay after that. She was like chasing him. I'm sure they're all gonna be fine for those online. What's that? Oh, that's Anthony? Why do I? Okay. Set the bar nice and low here. So that's I don't know why I keep mixing those. I don't know why I keep mixing those two up. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So this is a song that I hadn't as our closing song. It was one that I hadn't heard in a long time, but I used to hear it a lot growing up. So Ine na Nili Mili, if anybody, I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. It's by based on Rabbi Hillel's words. Ine na Nili, Nili, if I am not myself, who will be for me? Usheani me, if I am only for myself, what am I? Going low, shine, in my time, and if not now, if not now, when? Noah was a rabbi and he taught us what to do. The first part of his lesson said, you must be true to you. You have to love yourself if you expect that others should. And self-respect is something special, something good. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? Name Lord, shine in my time, and if not now, if not now, when? Myself is very special, it's the place I have to start. But in ourselves we must make room for others in our hearts. Yes, love yourself, but care and share, don't lock the others out. Caring for yourself and others is what life is all about. If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? Shani loves me, my honey, if I am only for myself, What am I? Vain Lord, shine in time. And if not now, if not now, when? Life is short, the time flies by, and just before you know, today becomes last week and then a long, long time ago. He'll have said, do what you must, act now today. Now today, don't wait. Decide what is important, do it now, it's not too late. Me, if I am not for myself, who will be for me? Who shall I need? It's me, me. If I am only for myself, what am I? Name Lord, Sean, and time. And if not now, if not now, when? And if not now, if not now, when? Shana Tova. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And thanks, everyone, for joining online as well. So, thank you.
Well, all right.
Thank you.
Take it, Mike. You don't have to do that at home.
You're right. Thank you for miking me up at the
Yep.
last minute. I know.
Next